Okay, jetzt bin ich erst da. Hi und einen wunderschönen guten Abend zur After Game Day Edition von Purple Lounge. Wir sind heute wieder in unserem wunderbaren lila Wohnzimmer und die anderen sind auch dabei. Ich mache hier eine eigene Show heute.
Yay.
Und der Charlie und der Flo sind auch da. Wie schön, wir sind vollständig.
Wir sind definitiv vollständig. Willkommen zum Purple Lounge am Montagabend, 20 Uhr. Schön, dass ihr alle eingeschaltet habt. Und zur Feier des Tages haben wir gedacht, naja, wir blenden mal die Hanna groß ein, wenn sie uns schon mal die Ehre erweist und hier anwesend ist.
Wenn der Special Guest mal wieder
Ja.
da ist, was soll ich sagen?
Also schön, dass ihr alle da seid. Willkommen. Ihr seht, wir haben hier großartige Laune. Nach dem Spiel nicht verwunderlich. Erstes Heimspiel vor einer überragenden Kulisse, dank euch da draußen. Ja, und da wollen wir auch gleich mit einsteigen, denn wir wollen über den Samstag, über das Spiel sprechen. Wie war
das
es?
ist das Thema heute. Sehr gut.
Das Thema haben wir heute, ganz
dachte,
genau.
Ganz
ich dachte,
besonders.
das wäre eine Versicherung.
Und da möchte ich ja ganz besonders euch erstmal das Wort überlassen, weil Powerparty technisch habe ich fast leider gar nichts mitbekommen und habe nur gesehen, es war ein riesengroßes Setup. Ich habe hinten den Kunstrasen gesehen, da gab es etliche Mitmachaktivitäten von den Sponsoren. Auch nochmal vielen, vielen Dank dafür, das war, glaube ich, phänomenal.
Ja.
Und ich habe gehört, es soll auf der Powerparty super gewesen sein. Gute Musik, gute Stimmung. Aber vielleicht, Charlie, kannst du uns da ein bisschen mehr erzählen?
Ja, zumindest von dem, was ich mitbekommen habe. Nee, insgesamt muss ich sagen, war eine super Powerparty, war eine super Kulisse, also die wir tatsächlich auch dann auch selber gebaut haben, selber geschaffen haben. Insgesamt muss ich sagen, ich bin sehr, sehr begeistert davon gewesen, von dem, was passiert ist. Also man muss ja auch da sagen, erstes Heimspiel, erste Saison. Und dann ist man immer so ein bisschen aufgeregt, klappt das alles? Zumindest was uns so vom Fanclub gemacht haben. Wir haben auch die Fanbetreuung gemacht und so. Und habe das auch schon mal den Fanclub zurückgespielt. Das war, also vielen lieben Dank, das war wirklich mega vom Ablauf her. Vom Game Day an und für sich steht jetzt auch schon mal wieder im Chat, die Musik war top. Das heißt, die Band, die gespielt hat, aus meiner Sicht richtige Songauswahl, getroffen, Live-Musik, was auch wichtig war. Dann entsprechend wurde das Ganze übernommen von einem DJ zusammen mit Christian Seemann. Da fand ich auch die Musikauswahl auch sehr gut. Also die Musikauswahl aus meiner Sicht auch während des Spiels über den ganzen Tag verteilt war wirklich sehr, sehr gut. Von den Angeboten, die da waren, das fand ich auch super. Es waren sehr viele Leute da, trotz dieser Hitze, die auch mal wieder der Fall war. Ja, die Interviews, die gegeben worden sind, haben wieder so einen kleinen Einblick bekommen, oder man hatte so einen kleinen Einblick auf das Spielgeschehen, auf das kommende Spielgeschehen bekommen. Und wie du schon gesagt hast, eben neben der, ich sag jetzt mal, Essensmeile, die dann primär vor dem Stadion war, noch sehr viele Aktivitäten dann auf dem Kunstrasenplatz. Ich glaube von Süwag primär, wenn mir das Süwag Energy Field, wenn ich mich nicht ganz irre. Also ich weiß nicht, also wenn man jetzt noch meckert, dann weiß ich auch nicht mehr. Bin ich raus. So.
Sehr gut. Nee, wir haben ja, es geht ja darum, wir haben ja Ewigkeiten über das erste Spiel gesprochen und wie sehr sich alle drauf freuen. Und ich glaube tatsächlich, dass es für das erste Spiel sehr, sehr gelungen war. Einzige Feedback, was wir so bekommen haben oder was ich auch gehört habe, dass es ein bisschen länger gedauert hat, was Getränke und Essen angeht. Aber
Ja.
auch das wurde dementsprechend schon weitergegeben. Also ich bin mir sicher, dass da auch Gespräche geführt werden.
Da muss man aber auch direkt sagen, also die Gespräche, die ich geführt habe nach dem Game Day mit den Verantwortlichen der Galaxy, war halt auch so. Also der Galaxy ist das zugetragen worden, sie hat sich das angeguckt, fand das definitiv nicht in Ordnung. Und wie du schon gesagt hast, die ersten Gespräche werden da auch wieder geführt. Das ist halt auch so eine Sache, was ich nicht so ganz verstanden habe, weil theoretisch gab es Leute, die mit Sachen zum Verkaufen rumgelaufen sind. Es war bloß nicht flüssig, es war halt Popcorn. Also das Personal wäre theoretisch da gewesen. Deswegen habe ich das nicht so ganz verstanden. Und ja, definitiv war nicht gut. Ich glaube, für jeden, ich sag jetzt mal, einen normalen Spieltagsbesucher, der hat sich da wahrscheinlich einfach auf die Beine im Bauch gestanden. Ich muss ja tatsächlich sagen, ich bin ja viel von A nach B irgendwie gesprungen, deswegen habe ich das nicht so wirklich mitbekommen, habe wahrscheinlich auch viel zu wenig getrunken dadurch. aber ja. Aber von der Seite her, also insgesamt muss ich trotzdem sagen, für den ersten Spieltag unter neuer Führung, neu aufgebaut, sah auf jeden Fall wesentlich besser aus als letztes Jahr. Die Ränge sahen gut aus. Wir hatten die Gegenstehtribüne offen. Die LED-Wand wurde neu gebrandet. Die sieht jetzt auch wieder sauber aus. muss man einfach sagen. Und ich fand das, also daher die Punkte auf jeden Fall, die großen Punkte außenrum waren super. Programm war gut. Ich bin tatsächlich zufrieden. Und wovon ich sehr angetan war, was ich sehr, sehr geil fand, war die Leistung von unseren Cheerleadern. Muss ich einfach sagen. Ich hab mit dir schon darüber gesprochen. Ich habe mit Dana schon darüber gesprochen. Ich bin normalerweise jemand, der sehr picky ist, was so Tanzchoreografien anbelangt.
Ist das so?
Ja, es gibt Dinge, die weiß man von mir nicht ganz, aber das ist tatsächlich eine. Aber wenn ich vor mir eine Gruppe Cheerleader habe und auf der anderen Seite, auf der Gegentribünenseite auch noch eine Gruppe Cheerleader habe und die dasselbe tanzen, dieselben Schritte tanzen und synchron sind, dann sage ich, das ist geil. So, und das ist jetzt mein Segway zu dir.
Genau, weil ich nehme das einfach mal so hin. Aber
möchtest du das nicht kommentieren?
Wenn das so ist, dann sage ich Gratulation, weil dann weiß ich auch, dass ihr ordentlich trainiert habt, wovon ich ausgehe. Aber ich glaube, du bist da die richtige Ansprechpartnerin und du kannst uns da ein bisschen über eure Game Day Experience berichten. Weil wir haben ja auch des Öfteren mit dir darüber gesprochen, hatten eine Sendung, die sich um euch gedreht hat. Und ihr hattet ja auch ganz viele neue Sachen, die ihr vorbereitet habt. Dann war ja auch die Besonderheit mit den Ex-NFL Europe Cheerleadern noch dabei. Erzähl du doch mal ein bisschen.
Ja, es war auf jeden Fall für alle ein sehr anstrengender und aufregender Tag. Wie vielen, oder wie hoffentlich allen aufgefallen ist, haben wir neue Kostüme bekommen. Habe ich hier auch gerade im Chat schon ein paar Mal gelesen. Und das war alles dann doch jetzt sehr spontan. Die kamen nämlich aus den USA tatsächlich und haben sie auch erst Freitag zum ersten Mal anprobiert. Waren alle total aufgeregt, weil wir hatten sie vorher alle auch gar nicht gesehen. Also es war für uns auch First Time. Wir wussten nicht, wie sie aussehen. Wir hatten den ersten Entwurf gesehen, aber dann unsere Trainerin hatte das dann wieder alles über den Haufen geworfen. Und deswegen war generell erstmal so, oh Gott, wie werden sie aussehen? Weiß man ja auch nie. Und ja, haben uns dann total gefreut. Haben Freitagabend auch noch trainiert, haben sie dann zum ersten Mal anprobiert. Und Samstag ging es dann auch schon früh für uns los, waren um 10:30 Uhr im Stadion. Sind ja auch immer mit die Ersten. Und ja, war ein klasse Tag. Wir wussten ja vorher schon, dass total viel, also dass die Sitzplätze ausverkauft sind. Wir haben waren alle super aufgeregt, weil wie viele gesehen haben, wir haben viele neue Mädels, wir haben super viele neue Rookies. Ich glaube, wir sind inzwischen, 27 Mädels und davon sind bestimmt 12, 13 Mädels neu. Nicht sogar mehr, oder 15 Mädels sogar neu, die zum Teil auch noch nicht in anderen Teams getanzt haben, sondern wirklich komplett neu in dem Sport sind. Und war natürlich viel. Wir hatten Power Party Sideline, Pre-Game. Wir waren total happy, dass die NFL-E-Dancer gekommen sind. Das war super schön, habe ich auch schon viel Feedback gehört, dass viele Fans sich darüber total gefreut haben. Für uns war es auch so ein bisschen so ein kleiner Fangirl-Moment tatsächlich, weil ist natürlich was ganz anderes, so wie die auch tanzen und die Choreografien von denen ist was ganz anderes und es ist dann total beeindruckend, wenn man dann da steht und die tanzen sieht und ich so, boah, wie cool. Und die hatten auch sehr viel Spaß, hatten sich auch noch viel bei uns bedankt, dass sie eingeladen wurden und da sein durften. Und ja, es war toll, die Stimmung war toll im Stadion, Gott sei Dank haben wir gewonnen.
Gott sei Dank.
Selbstverständlich haben wir gewonnen, Entschuldigung.
Was für eine Einstellung gehst du in so einen Spieltag rein?
Ja, ich gehe nur in den Spieltag rein und hoffe, dass ich den Tag überlebe eigentlich. Ja, wir haben gewonnen und die Stimmung war super, das Stadion war voll. Ich fand es cool, dass der andere Stehblock tatsächlich offen war, muss ich sagen, der auf der anderen Seite. Ich weiß nicht, ob das jetzt jedes Spiel so ist, aber das war mal was Neues, was anderes.
Das ist auf jeden Fall ein Anblick, an dem man sich gewöhnen kann, würde ich sagen.
Ja.
Also es gibt jetzt schlimmere Anblicke für mich so.
Ja. Und ja, ansonsten, also es war cool, hat sehr viel Spaß gemacht. Am Samstag geht es ja direkt weiter. Ich glaube, wir sind alle noch ein bisschen demoliert, also wir Mädels auf jeden Fall. Da wurde gestern und heute dann in der Gruppe, oh, es tut alles weh und so viel in der Sonne. Manche haben sich auch wirklich fürchterlich verbrannt durch die ganze Sonne und an den Kostümen ist ja nicht so viel dran, kannst du nicht so viel abdecken.
True.
Genau.
True.
Genau, also da gerne immer auch Feedback an uns.
Ich glaube, wir haben sogar so ein paar Impressionen.
Ach so, ja, natürlich. Oh, jetzt habe ich was vergessen.
Ist gut.
Und zwar hat der liebe Fanclub auch gebastelt, ihr habt es sicherlich gesehen.
Ja, da, unser Obstsalat.
Unser Obstsalat.
Das heißt
Wer
unser.
sich erinnert an die Episode mit Karim, beziehungsweise bei vielen Spielern war die Frage, was ist dein Lieblingsessen oder Lieblingsobst, gab es dann auch mehrmals. Und da wurde fleißig gebastelt und da haben wir es uns natürlich nicht nehmen lassen, noch ein Foto zu machen. Super, super cool. Haben uns auch sehr gefreut. Ich glaube, die Spieler auch.
Ja, also Karim hat auf jeden Fall nochmal, ich glaube, nochmal eine ganz eigene Version. Ja.
Ja, ich habe
Ich weiß
irgendwo,
nicht,
glaube ich, ein
geschenkt
Foto
bekommen oder.
Die Dusche, ne?
Die Dusche.
Ja, das habe
Tatsächlich
ich gesehen.
einen
Irgendwo.
Duschkopf nachgebaut. Und
Ja.
das war.
Vielleicht habt ihr hier auch meine neuen Pommes gespottet. Wir haben auch neue Pommes passend zum neuen Kostüm gekriegt.
Ja, ich muss mal gucken, dass meine Haare noch als dunkle Pommes irgendwie da gelten. So, warte mal.
Weiß
Ach so, ja, bessere.
und lila. Sind wir jetzt zweifarbig unterwegs, die super schön zum Kostüm passen. Die kamen tatsächlich auch am Samstag an. Wir wussten nicht, dass wir die jetzt bekommen und wir standen in der Kabine und dann hieß es, der Postbote war fleißig und dann haben wir die Pommes überreicht bekommen und alle haben erstmal geschrien, weil die auch sind super schön. Ja. War ein krasser Tag mit vielen Überraschungen. Sehr anstrengend, aber sehr schön.
Dann hat sich doch alles sehr, sehr gelohnt. Und
auf jeden Fall.
Die Vorfreude, die wir hier hoffentlich seit November hier probiert haben zu transportieren, hat sich für alle gelohnt. Es gab wirklich, glaube ich, super viele coole Momente. Ich habe gehört, Pat Patriot hat mega Stimmung
die ganze Zeit
abgerissen. Ich habe ihn 2-3 Mal auf der Tribüne rumtouren sehen. Der hat, glaube ich, mega Stimmung gemacht.
Der ist aber auch so ein Maskottchen der ganz anderen Art. Also das ist so, Energielevel ist vollkommen woanders. Das ist ja überall rumgerannt.
Ja.
Aber auch nicht.
Also er ist tatsächlich auch die Tribüne hoch und runter geklettert und alles.
Die ganze Zeit.
Ich meine, es ist auch nicht meine NFL-Mannschaft, aber er hat Gas gegeben.
Ey, du musst es Ehre, wem Ehre gebührt. Der hat auf jeden Fall Power gemacht. Also, die ganze Zeit durch. Und also du kennst ja auch Maskottchen, die einfach ein bisschen, ich sag es mal, Zeiten haben, in denen die einfach ein bisschen ruhiger sind und ein bisschen rumlaufen oder sowas. Nee,
der hat Gas gegeben.
Bei denen gibt's 100% oder 200. Aber irgendwas dazwischen nicht. Und dann muss auch ich als Falcons-Fan sagen, ja, das Maskottchen hat Gas gegeben. Hut ab von meiner Seite.
Charlie, bevor wir weitermachen, es wurde gerade gefragt, ob man in den Fanclub die Möglichkeit gibt, in den Fanclub einzutreten.
Ja, das
Wenn die Frage kommt, kann man doch direkt kurz dazu umschwingen oder hat schon jemand geschrieben? Nee.
Weiß ich nicht, ich muss gleich mal gucken. Aber natürlich gibt es sie. Also ihr könnt uns entweder auf Instagram anschreiben, einfach @standingpurple, oder eben auch eine E-Mail schreiben. Das wäre dann standingpurple zusammengeschrieben @gmail.com. Und über die beiden Kanäle könnt ihr uns erreichen. Und dann machen wir einen Termin mit euch aus, stellen euch auch mal kurz den Fanclub vor. Und meistens geht es dann relativ schnell. Ihr kriegt die Mitgliedsbescheinigung bzw. den entsprechenden Antrag und die Satzung von uns zugeschickt. Und wenn ihr beiden zustimmt, dann geht das relativ schnell. Oder wenn ihr sagt, bei euch ist das Warten zu lange, dann kommt einfach am Samstag auf
schon
uns
wieder
zu.
soweit.
Wir werden bei der Fernbetreuung widerstehen, dadurch, dass wir auch die Fernbetreuung übernehmen und können euch neben dem Schminken vom Gesicht auch noch direkt erklären, wie man bei uns Mitglied wird und ja, wie wir aufgebaut sind, was wir so tun. Und wenn das dann harmoniert, könnt ihr auch bei uns Mitglied werden.
Darum muss man, glaube ich, oder finde ich auch nochmal darauf hinweisen, für die Leute, die es vielleicht nicht ins Stadion geschafft haben, wie gut bestückt die Powerparty war dieses Jahr. Also letztes Jahr auch, aber ich finde, dieses Jahr hat die Galaxy nochmal viele Dinge wirklich improved. Und es war auch, ich weiß nicht, wer den Instagram-Post vielleicht gesehen hat, die Powerparty-Bühne ist inzwischen mehr in der Mitte, was total cool ist.
Ja,
Es gibt Kinderschminken, das weiß ich nicht, ob es das letztes Jahr gab. Dann gibt es auch wieder den Kids Club, der, glaube ich, letztes Jahr auch nicht da war. Es gab mehr Merch-Stände, glaube ich, oder war nicht bei den Stehplätzen
ja,
auch welche?
Es gab Stehplatz und auf jeden Fall auch auf der Gegentribüne.
Genau. Und also das muss ich sagen, dann gab es eine Band, was wir letztes Jahr auch nicht so oft hatten. Gab echt ein paar Sachen.
Ihr könnt, glaube ich, keine E-Mail-Adressen
checken, ja. Oh ja, das ist eine gute Idee mit Ausrufezeichen Fanclub. Genau, also das nur mal dazu. Die Powerparty hat echt ihr Game abgesteppt.
Dann kommen wir auch schon zum nächsten Spiel, das wieder am Samstag stattfinden wird. Und das diesmal nicht um 18 Uhr, sondern um 14.25 Uhr.
Ja, good luck.
Das heißt, ein bisschen früher da sein. Und die Powerparty wird dementsprechend halt auch schon früher anfangen. Ja. Nämlich Samstagmittag / schon Vormittag. Ja. Wir haben vorhin den Sponsor Süwag angesprochen. Vielen Dank an Süwag für das große Engagement und das große Commitment bei der Galaxy.
Die Roller waren klasse.
Und ich habe gehört, es wird jetzt noch mehr geben. Der aufmerksame Zuschauer und Gucker.
Ich würde kurz mal einbrechen, damit die Leute wissen, was ich mit Rollern meine. Es gab 11 E-Roller, was ich sowieso schon mal ganz cool finde, weil machen nicht so einen Lärm. Das war unangenehm. Es gab 11 E-Roller, die einfach Galaxy gebrandet waren. Mit dem typischen QR-Code, aber vor allen Dingen auch mit den Spielernamen und Spielernummern da drauf.
Und was ist dir dabei aufgefallen?
Sie sind lila. Ich weiß es nicht.
Spielernamen?
Ja. Und?
Es war nur die Offense.
Es war nur die Offense?
Ja. Und jetzt kannst du dir überlegen, wer sich beschwert hat?
Special Teams.
Fast. Das ist dann im Spiel 3.
Okay.
Also, die Cheerleader. Aus der Regie kommt gerade die Cheerleader.
Es war wieder die Defense, die sich beschwert hat. Und ich habe munkeln hören, dass es weitere Roller geben wird in der Defense-Variante. Und dass man jetzt in der Stadt dann bald 22 Roller sehen wird, die man auch wie diese E-Scooter sich dann buchen kann und durch die City fahren kann.
So, Spiel 4 beschweren sich dann die Cheerleader. Das wäre auch gern eigene Roller.
Wichtiger Unterschied ist aber, du siehst nicht so komisch aus, wie auf diesen komischen Tretrollern.
Ja, das mag sein. Ja.
Roller
das ist ziemlich viel cooler. Ja,
allein auch da nochmal große Liebe an Süwag. Vielen Dank
Roller
dafür.
für die Defense.
Aber wir hatten ja auch das Angebot an Schulklassen, Vereine etc. Mit dem Freikartenkontingent. Und, Achtung, es wird es am Samstag wieder geben.
Stark.
Also, wenn ihr da draußen Schüler seid, wenn ihr Lehrer seid, wenn ihr engagierte Eltern seid, die euren Kindern / der Schulklasse, dem Verein etc. was Gutes tun möchtet, schreibt dem Lukas eine E-Mail l.frenkel@galaxyfootball.de.
Genau.
Da ist es, genau. Und schreibt ihm, wie viele Tickets ihr braucht. Und dann bekommt ihr eine Antwort mit Freikarten für das Spiel am Samstag gegen Köln.
Sehr cool.
Und dann auch gleich noch ein Announcement, bevor wir dann am Ende der Show zum Programm der Powerparty oder zum Programm des Game Days kommen, um da ein bisschen noch Spannung in der Luft zu haben. Wir müssen wohl fantechnisch, spieltechnisch so gut abgerissen haben, dass Pro7 entschieden hat, dass wir das Spiel der Woche am Samstag live im Fernsehen werden. Also auch da die Info an euch da draußen, solltet ihr aus irgendwelchen für mich nicht verständlichen Gründen nicht ins Stadion kommen können, dann habt ihr die Möglichkeit, das Spiel live auf Pro7 Max zu gucken, weil das Spiel Helvetic Guards in Duisburg gestrichen wurde. Und ja, wir sind Live-Spiel geworden.
In Duisburg und das wird gestrichen.
Ja,
Das ist ja
so
wild.
ist es. Also von daher scheinen wir doch das attraktivere Stadion, Happening, Surrounding zu sein. So, da haben wir Rheinfire besiegt, genau. Ja, dann
Bleibt uns doch nichts anderes übrig, als zu unseren Top-Spielern zu kommen. Die haben wir nämlich auch noch gekürt über
genau,
Instagram.
sie wurden gekürt, weil ihr da draußen sie gewählt habt.
Genau. Und ich
Magst du
würd
sie verkünden?
Ja, ich würde nämlich kurz sagen, wir haben, ich würde sagen, wir fangen mit der Defense an.
Wenn das die Regie so hinbekommt?
Kriegen wir das in der Regie? Haben wir in der Regie. Ihr habt abgestimmt. Und Defensive Player of the Game, glaube ich.
Of the Week, präsentiert bei Internet X.
Sebastian Gauthier.
Absolut verdient.
Hast du die Stats?
Ich habe die Stats von
Komm.
Sebastian. Soll ich sie kurz vorlesen?
Komm, lesen wir sie kurz mal vor.
Wir werden auch später Sebastian auch noch in Aktion sehen, wenn wir ein bisschen über das Spiel sprechen. Also, insgesamt 8 Tackles, einen halben Sack, 2 Tackles for Loss und ja.
Tackles und Tackles for Loss wurden separat gerechnet.
Ja, und
Okay.
ein Quarterback-Hurry. Also er hat tatsächlich
Stark.
sehr, sehr stark gespielt. Den ersten Fumble-Recovery, den er hatte,
Ja.
der kommt nämlich auch noch da oben drauf. Hat er fast zum Touchdown
Zum
zurückgetragen.
Touchdown, genau.
Also gerade für ihn freut es mich nach so einer krassen Verletzung enorm, dass er auch so in dieser Form zurückkommt. Er hat ziemlich hart und ziemlich lange dafür gearbeitet. Also von daher Chapeau. Und ja, wollen wir weiter so sehen, denke ich mal. Ne?
Auf jeden Fall.
Dann würde ich doch sagen, kommen wir zur Offense.
Kommen wir zum Offense. Ihr habt abgestimmt. Und Offensive Player of the Game, Steve Cluley.
Game of the Week.
Und auch da würde ich sagen, enorm, was der Junge gezeigt hat, wenn man bedenkt, dass er nach 2 Trainingseinheiten, die er mit dem Team im Jetlag noch so halb benommen
Absolvieren konnte.
am Samstag absolviert hat, muss man nicht viel sagen.
Ja.
Und absolut verdient, glaube ich.
Aber ich glaube, das ist eine gute Sache, weil wir können uns das ja gar nicht so richtig vorstellen. Und dann würde ich sagen, fragen wir ihn doch einfach.
Fragen wir ihn, weil
Fragen wir ihn.
jetzt haben wir ihn nämlich hier.
Live in der Show. Wir begrüßen.
Willkommen.
Und wir werden jetzt auf Englisch switchen. Surprise.
We're glad to have him here, and welcome to the show.
Our
Our
special
new
guest.
quarterback, Steve Cluley.
Applause from the back.
Appreciate you guys, big time. Coaching.
Yeah, you have to go.
Let's go.
Give
Oh
me-
yeah, we didn't tell you
Thanks
that.
for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
That's my bad.
Huh?
She's hiding in the back.
Take a seat. Good to have you here.
It's good to be back.
Glad you made it. Welcome, Steve. We're just talking about you having like 2 practices before your first game. When I'm right informed, you got the call on Monday,
Yes, sir.
so not a week ago
No.
that you got the call. You jumped right on the plane, and for the most people, knowing you got a Frankfurt history,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. For the people who don't know, it's not the first time for you being here in Frankfurt. Give us a quick wrap up about your history in Germany and especially in Frankfurt.
Yeah, for sure. So, honestly, just to start it off, it was pretty surreal to be here again. I got very emotional, honestly. I've been playing sports, but I honestly been playing rugby most recently. But to be back on a football field, especially here in Frankfurt, this place has a special place in my heart. I played here in 2018. Unfortunately, after the 5th game, I blew my knee out. I elected to, get surgery out here. I stayed here. I really felt a strong bond with that team and the boys, so I stayed here the full season and came back the following. And we had a successful season, but unfortunately fell short to Braunschweig in the playoffs that year. So there was coming back again. There's still a little something in me that wanted to come back and try to help contribute to help this team win a championship. And obviously it was awesome to see you guys win a championship the first year of the Elf League starting. I was so excited for you guys and the boys.
So you watched the league?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yeah.
Nice.
I love this team. I get, all the same boys, the coaches, all that stuff. So, yeah, it's good to be back, though.
Yeah, I mean, the actually plan was in 2019, right, or 20, to bring you back. And then
so I always forget that. So we,
yep.
That 2019 team had decided, kind of as an import group, that we were all going to come back one more year.
Oh, okay.
And that was the crappy part, because I feel like we had a really good, strong unit that was going to come back, but COVID hit, life happens. Next thing I knew, I found myself kind of working, trading energy commodities in New York City almost, and went from football to that real quick. But you got to pay the bills, but yeah.
Of course.
And then you switched sports from football to rugby.
Yes.
So the last 2 years, you stayed in shape, played rugby. Tell us a little bit about your rugby experience.
Yeah, for sure. So when I kind of got tired of the whole trading energy commodities thing, I actually first went to California to play arena football. So I played arena football for a year for the San Diego Strike Force. And then from there, I left for Denver, Colorado, and started playing for a professional rugby club called the American Raptors, who compete in Super Rugby of the Americas. So we were the only U.S.-based team, and then all the other teams we played or that were in our league were in South America.
Wow.
So the whole premise of that team was, it's kind of unique, it is football-related, was USA Rugby isn't very good. So they took half the team is kids from South America who have won World Cups for their country.
Yeah.
We signed half of them, and then basically look for dudes who get cut from the NFL and have them come play rugby, learn from the best, and try to make a team out of it to improve USA Rugby. So that was the whole backbone behind that rugby team.
How did that work out? I mean,
it was awesome. I fell in love with it, honestly. I wasn't very sure at first, to be honest. I'm a quarterback too, but that was part of the reason I wanted to do it. Was deep down, quarterbacks are soft, quarterbacks are, la, la, la. I was like, all right, bet, watch this. We can play rugby too. So, but it was cool. And if nothing else, it got me in fantastic cardiovascular shape. Like, when I first showed up for rugby practice, I was in a world of hurt. It was like, run, and run some more.
So we could say you are a hard-hitting quarterback now.
Yeah, there you go. I like that one. Yeah, hard-hitting Jersey QB.
Well, we might need it. We might need it. And you showed it a little bit on the weekend.
Well, I hope Coach K's watching. We might have to put me in a DN for a play, see if it paid off.
All right. Good. And then tell us about, you just said you never lost contact with us coaches, and you stayed in touch. So give the audience a little bit of that experience.
For sure. So it was kind of cool. I forget exactly the timing. I think it was just after the 2019 season, that winter, like Christmas time. Coach K actually came to New Jersey and actually stayed at my house. Oh. And we went up to New York City together, him and his wife, his now wife, and we had a good weekend. I brought him to all my little local favorite restaurants and stuff at the Jersey Shore. But Coach K, I feel like we've always had a close bond. And ever since that and moving forward, we've stayed in touch. I was actually, available to be your emergency last year, and I told him I would do it again this year, obviously hoping to never get called because I never want to see someone get hurt. Like Jacob, I love that kid. He's awesome. I started a little relationship with him a couple years ago through social media. And part of coming out here, not good that he's hurt, but I was really looking forward to meeting him because I've heard nothing but great things, and from what I gather, he's a great leader, great teammate, great QB. And I had played against him a couple years in Marburg. He was always a little pest on our side. Here comes Jacob again.
Yeah, you're right. And tell us about that call.
Whew.
How was that?
Yeah, so honestly,
to receive that call?
it was like Monday morning. I was actually on getting ready. Just had started a Microsoft Teams. I work back in the States, actually. I actually have a normal life, 9 to 5 kind of thing. But I had my phone set off to the side, and I just ping, 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 WhatsApp. I was like, oh, boy. And I hit it, and I saw Coach K. I saw Julia, Andreas, like all these messages from all the Frankfurt Galaxy people. And I was kind of like, I remember I told them I kind of got off that call, and I went upstairs, and I was like, all right, well, I made a couple other phone calls to make sure everyone would be cool with me coming to Europe, and they were. It all worked out. And next thing you know, I was on a flight Tuesday early morning and was here Wednesday afternoon.
All right. I mean, that happened fast.
Oh, I kept saying it to everyone. I was like, this is honestly the craziest thing I've ever done.
I don't think so.
I was like, I'm all for it. I love it. But yeah, like,
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but wait a minute. You say you landed in Frankfurt Wednesday afternoon. So the only practice time you got were Thursday and Friday.
exactly.
And if please correct me if I'm wrong, but Friday, is it a full?
No,
It was like full trainings, or is it?
Well, it's a regular scheduled practice.
Yeah, but I thought most focused on schemes or something like that, not like a full practice.
It's more of like a walkthrough.
Yeah,
You can call
yeah,
it that. But
yeah.
it was a little more just because of the situation. But
Yeah.
it was not a full practice.
Damn.
And I didn't really think about it, but like just a fun fact, like the last time I had played a true outdoor 11 versus 11 football game was Frankfurt Universe versus Braunschweig Lions. In
That is a
2019.
couple years ago, yep.
Just a little bit.
That's a couple years ago. But yeah, tell those people out there, I mean, you haven't had our playbook. You basically didn't know the receivers. You basically didn't know the plays. So were you kind of nervous coming in, or is it, all right, it's just football and basically plays are plays, but called different?
Yeah, so I always had that saying in football as a quarterback, like you can't reinvent the wheel. At this point in anyone's career who's played as long as I have, I've run every play known to man almost. Now it's just assigning in your brain what the words are to each play. So yeah, that took a second. I just had to sit down and really just take a night and just digest it all. And then that Friday walkthrough was the point when I really felt comfortable. I was like, okay, I actually have a grasp of the offense enough to go out there and play. And then the other side of things is the physical part. Was I in shape or ready to play? I have been throwing. I had been playing rugby. I was not worried at all about my physical, what my physical performance would be. I was actually excited because I feel like I reinvented myself because I'm actually like 20 pounds lighter than the last time I was out here. 20 pounds lighter. I feel like I'm a lot faster now. I'm 100% healthy. But yeah.
So what are your first impressions of, I wouldn't say just the team, but the whole league, the whole organization? It changed a lot, let me put it this way. Frankfurt Universe and now Frankfurt Galaxy, GFL and ELF, in my opinion, it's a whole different world. What are your expressions about that?
Yeah, it's been really cool. So like, again, since I've left, I've been following, and it's been really cool to see how this league has grown since I left, and then to finally experience it in person. It was eye-opening. It was really cool to see that it's trending in the upwards direction. Like even the crowd on Saturday. I played here for 2 years. I didn't hear anything like that in 2 years I played here. Purple Hell was crazy on Saturday, and it was really cool to see that. The NFL's involved now. I know you guys aren't obviously living in the States, but even in the States, like ESPN was running specials about Turpin on SportsCenter. Yeah. So everyone's seeing him, and they were showing highlights of him playing in the Elf.
Oh, really?
So like it's
is.
on national sports. Like people are starting to understand and know what it is, and it was cool. And I think that's important for football because when I first came here, if you don't make the NFL, it was like
You don't know what you do.
Well, now what? Where do I go play sports? I'm 22 years old, just out of college, but like you're telling me I'm done playing sports. So that's why I came here originally. But now the States has XFL and USFL, but to see what this is, because I don't know, and the other thing you guys don't know is when you're playing in the States, I don't get to go travel abroad. That's a thing in the States for college students. They go live abroad for a semester. We can't as football players because obviously we are expected to be there. So that was my travel abroad. And I always say playing in Frankfurt really helped me rediscover having fun playing football again. Because back in the States, it gets to be a business. The NFL, like the joke is, it's the no fun league. That's what it stands for. Because if you don't perform, see you later. The next guy's in.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, exactly. it really is ruthless. So, that's why I loved playing out here. Helped me have fun again, and just to come back and see what it is now. I remember I said to coach, I was like, "Oh, you guys are big time now over here."
Good to hear that. I mean, having you back and having your, thoughts about that league is pretty interesting for all of us, because we actually don't know how people in the States
Look at
the ELF
sport.
or European football
in general.
at all,
For sure.
So
There's definitely an interest, though.
That is good to hear.
Talking about interest, I think our audience is interested in asking you questions.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Because
Hannah, let's go.
Is this when the grill
read
happens?
some-
So we kind of have like a ritual here. Like players always not always get the same questions, but there are always like 1-2 questions that are the same. So one of them is, what is your favorite fruit or game day food?
Ooh.
Or both. And
That's-
another one which is very important is, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, dinosaur is easy because I have that one. Velociraptor, done.
Okay, that's,
okay.
that's easier for you than food.
Yes, food's tough. Ooh. Favorite game day food?
Yes.
This is going to sound really weird, but on game days, I actually don't like to eat that much. I don't know. It's like a nerves, but anxiety, I don't know.
I couldn't eat at all before.
I'll eat like a banana, an apple, like stuff like random fruits, if anything, but nothing I'd never
But
would
that's
eat.
good to hear, because the running gag here is.
We have to show. Did you see the picture?
Can
Können
we
wir
get
aus der
the picture with the fruit?
Because that question was asked every show we had
This is
right here.
This is the Galaxy fruit salad.
And that's the Galaxy fruit salad. The fans are crazy because, we asked every player what's their favorite fruit, and they came up with that kind of,
They came prepared.
they came prepared.
Yo, that's amazing.
So
Look at the
I
orange in
can't
the
see a
shower.
banana. Oh,
No,
yeah,
there
there's
is
a
a banana.
a little banana.
Oh, yeah, it's in the little basket
Yeah.
on the right. There we
Yeah.
go. Got a little apple taking a shower, an orange taking a shower.
Yeah,
let's-
because one player, I can't remember who
Karim.
it was.
Karim.
He said he's
What's
eaten,
your game day ritual? So it had nothing to do with fruit or
Yeah.
Just
food
straight up ritual.
ritual, and he said, I'm peeling mandarins.
Stop. That's what he said.
Under
Under
his
the
shower.
shower.
Under his shower.
On a
You're
game
lying.
day. And everyone was like, okay, we're bringing them to you on a game day.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually hysterical. I did not know that one. That's a
So
fun fact for me.
and
to
with
know.
that, it's got a habit to ask our players.
That's fair.
What's a favorite fruit?
Bananas got potassium, no cramping.
So you heard.
Um,
There are 2 bananas. We got you covered.
See? Done.
There you go.
Dankeschön.
All right.
I have another one. Uh, Is it possible for you to stay longer if Jacob is able to play again? Is that like, do you have like a 3-game deal?
I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what kind of situation I'm in. I came for Paris, and that's all I was worried about. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you told me you're working from over here. So
Yeah.
you were good to go.
Yeah, I work for a company, shout out Limitless NIL. It's actually Sean Clifford for you NFL fans. He started a company. He's a Green Bay Packers quarterback. And basically, we work to get sponsorships for collegiate athletes in the States,
Which is allowed now.
which is allowed. See, I missed the good, yeah. See, when I was in college, if I went and got a free burrito because of who I was,
You're
I
cut
actually could get kicked out of
down.
college. But now kids are making $1 million in college. It's
And
crazy.
that's the thing that happened to Silas.
Yes.
Silas,
yes.
Silas.
That was part of it.
I mean, Silas, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he basically was
The original, like,
he was homeless. I mean,
yeah, it was
Yeah.
a crazy story.
there was this story.
Yes, it was.
Yep, that was a big story back then.
100%. It's crazy to see that he's playing for the guards.
No, there are no guards. It's the what was it called?
Uh-oh.
The Silas Nasita guards.
The
It
Silas
wasn't
Nasita
the
guards?
Helvetic guards.
Oh,
It
actually,
was
I saw
just
that
this.
joke.
Yeah,
He plays every position,
he
right?
plays
Yeah.
every damn position
Swiss
on
Army knife.
offense. It's crazy.
Some things never change, though. He was that same way back then, too.
Yep, definitely.
But I think we
gotta
should
jump into
into the game.
and let's talk.
We have to-
We have to show you guys something.
Okay, because one of our members asked why he was cut out in the
Oh,
picture
yeah.
before.
There you go. We
And
had to
now
give him a shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he get his shout out.
Alrighty then. Let's. Die Regie hat jetzt auch Spaß, sehr, sehr schön.
Schön.
Okay,
Alle so viel Spaß haben
but
wir.
with that, let's get to the
Yeah,
analysis
let's
part.
jump into week 4. And Regie, könnt ihr bitte kurz, let's talk about the league and the games and the results of last week. Then Thrones at Wroclaw.
At
It's,
what?
at Wroclaw,
Was that the
Breslau.
correct way to say it?
Yeah,
Yep.
Breslau.
33-63, also da auch eine herbe Niederlage für die Enthroners, jetzt mit neuem Quarterback, nachdem sie den amerikanischen Import entlassen haben, der noch gegen uns gespielt hat.
Oh, okay.
Ja, aber auch da hat es nichts genutzt und 63-33, also auch ein High-Scoring-Game und brutaler Receiver bei den Polen.
Yeah.
He's crazy. I mean,
What was his name? Smoke?
Tate.
Or the Sweet Feet?
Oh
whatever they call
no,
him?
Turbo Tate.
Turbo,
That's,
yeah.
Turbo Tate. That's what they
He
call
definitely
him.
has some wheels, that's for sure.
Probably the next term.
That's what we were talking. It reminds us of him, for
Yep.
sure.
Why does Wroclaw have the second term in their squad? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's pretty.
See?
It's pretty
right, though.
nice. Ja, Leipzig Kings
at Vienna.
in Wien. Auch sehr, sehr deutlich.
Yeah,
Hatten wir aber auch alle so getippt und
Yeah. I
uns
think
gedacht.
no surprises there with Vienna being the champion from last year.
A little bit surprising is the score at Barcelona, 39-15. I thought it would be, a tight game, a little
Closer.
tighter, closer. But, Munich's doing a pretty good job, I think, for a new franchise.
100%.
Marvin Rutsch,
Safe.
auch ein überragendes Spiel
Stole
dort.
some of our old boys.
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
think
still hate that Marvin plays at Munich, but, you got to respect the family situation.
He was supposed to be on the 2020 team.
Oh, yeah. And
he could had the chance to play back with you.
Could have,
Could've.
would have, should have.
Yep. Helvetic Guards at Milano Siemen. That was
0. Yeah, but 0.
That's tough.
That's
yeah. I mean,
0.
look at Rheinfire at Cologne.
Yeah, but it's
Shout out
Rheinfire.
too.
But
Oh, they-
but there's a difference between Rheinfire at Cologne and Helvetic Guards at Milano. There's a
Are those two, the guards and Milano, both first-year teams?
Yep.
yeah. But
It's a tough loss.
Well, we're gonna be there in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I think the game, without being disrespectful to Berlin and Hamburg, but I think the closest game, obviously, but also the game the highlights don't show as the score does is the game Tirol at Stuttgart, because from just watching the highlights, Tirol was the better
Team.
the better team, yeah, but they couldn't get through with the points with their.
That was a
with the
defense
scores.
battle. I mean,
6-3, what? That's one of those brutal games as an offense. Praying
as
the
an
defense
offense, it's
holds on.
brutal, but
Yeah.
as a defense, you
Fun.
know, it's pretty fun. You
Defense
don't see
versus
it.
defense.
You don't see it that often in that league.
Absolutely not.
But you know, both sides did a pretty good job on defense. So, shout out to those two defensive. We don't see them in the regular season.
Neither of those guys.
Neither.
Think.
Maybe in the playoffs, we'll see.
Always ready.
Berlin Thunder at Hamburg, 17-37. Pretty clear for Hamburg. I thought it's going to be a tighter game, to be honest.
Yeah, with Berlin being as good as they are this year, it's
Berlin
it's
choked
Yeah.
defense-wise in the first half, in my opinion.
It was quick. Scored quick, and then it stuck. 'Cause I remember we were watching that one. The second half seemed there was a lot of injuries. It was long, but it wasn't as much scoring in the second half at all.
Berlin lost their quarterback.
I did,
There's-
yeah.
yep.
Emo.
Oh, okay.
They lost their quarterback pretty early, and the German kid jumped in.
Yep.
I thought he did a pretty good job. And, well, let's see if he gets healthy. But Hamburg with a W.
Mm.
And Rheinfire, like you just said, at Cologne,
We'll just stump the Centurions.
Yeah.
Anthony scored 2 touchdowns. Robitaille scored 2 touchdowns. So they did pretty good. And, well, let's jump into our game.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows, we won 30-13. Let's start with our stats. And Steve, let's talk about our offense first.
For sure. But I think we had a, considering all of the circumstances, a pretty damn clean game as an offense. I don't try to get too caught up in the stats, but from what I see, I'm a guy who runs an offense, so I do like to see that I was able to distribute the ball there to about 7 different receivers, especially, again, on 2 days' notice. I had thrown only ever to Lawrence Regler before I got here. So that was the only guy I had comfort with.
Not even to Straman?
I
Nico?
think I threw with Nico a little bit, but he wasn't on any
okay.
Frankfurt team. I think he was still playing with a team before he came to Frankfurt. I forget what that was, but yeah, I just think we have some stuff we need to clean up. Obviously, I think we could have had a better running game. Get that going a little more makes the passing game open up even more.
Yeah.
But considering, I was pretty happy with the performance. The O-line played great, I thought. I got sacked once, and that shouldn't have even been a sack. I still should have thrown it or got it away. I thought got away unscathed, clean. But yeah, I think the big thing next week is getting the running game going, and then after that, I think we could be pretty dangerous.
That's what I think. I mean, the fact that you had 2 practices down passing looked pretty nice.
Well, and like you said earlier, to go back on it, but when you said how comfortable are you, that's the only thing I wasn't nervous about playing. It was nerves about the chemistry, because as we all know, the quarterback and receiver is that's the most important. The chemistry is the most important. So wasn't nervous in a bad way about it, but it's you don't know what to expect. I just got here. I was let's see. I need these boys to believe in me the same way I believe in them on 2 days' notice.
Yep.
So.
So let's jump into that game tape, and let's start with the first actually play of the game.
Mr. Gauthier.
And, well, bad snap for Paris, but still good awareness of our defense. And
They get punished.
like I said before, I'm really happy for Sebastian Gauthier coming back after such a bad injury. and then starting the game
Like that.
like that, you know.
And mentally for a player, I can tell you, coming from a guy who's had a bad knee injury, something like that to start the game erases any doubt he had in his head was gone after the
Yep.
first play.
Yeah.
And that
After
opens
that.
up our first score, and we ran it in on that play. We made a pretty good job blocking everybody.
Sealed the edge.
Kevin and Leon just sealed the edge, and yeah, Thomas ran in without being touched.
Walk in,
So,
baby. Need
pretty
more
good
of those next weekend.
yep, pretty good start for us.
So how did this make you feel? I mean, I
Well,
think that
let's
was
be
the
honest. To hand the ball
first-
off in the first offensive plays, or it was the second one actually, the second offensive play being a handoff touchdown. I mean, it makes my job easier. Same thing I said about Gautier,
Yeah.
getting that first play, nerves away. Same thing. Oh, it's easy to hand the ball off, scored, nerves gone.
It just, yeah, for a guy, for a quarterback, being 2 days with the team and then had the second play and making a touchdown, I think that's
Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made everyone's. I think everyone's lives got a little easier after that happened.
yeah.
A little like, all right, we're
Okay.
up.
you can do that. Yeah.
And after a good stop and 3 and out, again,
We had this one scripted
we had
up.
this one scripted out
I knew
as
I was-
our first play of the game to surprise Paris a
Everybody.
little bit, and we sticked to that to even, you know,
I knew that was gonna be my first pass in a Frankfurt uniform since Thursday.
yep.
So
and
I was scheming it up in my head all week. I knew I couldn't miss it.
Yep, and it looked pretty good. Let's see it again. I mean, perfect catch by Reese as well. Good pitch by
Oh yeah, it came back
by
hot though.
Fishy,
Little
you know.
rugby toss.
but nice catch by Reese, and he had a couple more,
So
and we'll see.
so
some more.
the key or is the key to this play that everybody that should be running is blocking you, and you get the time to to throw the ball.
So I will say flea flickers are very nerve-wracking as a quarterback because there's
Yeah.
a lot of things that can go wrong. But basically, you're hoping the whole premise of it is to hand the ball off and get the linebackers and especially that safety
Yeah.
Those
to come running
linebackers,
down.
those linebackers,
and then
they think run.
They
you
all
know,
come down,
jump
and then
down.
the guy that Reese is actually running
Yeah.
towards.
So number 20.
No, there's actually a guy that's not in the frame up here
okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
That's the important guy to get to come down because then Reese goes right by him.
Okay.
So now the only thing that goes wrong here is the D-line rushes through and is
Or
in
we
my
have a
face
bad
or
pitch.
tackles the running back. Yeah.
Oh, we have a bad pitch.
Or a bad pitch.
Yeah, of course.
Then you get the ball and then Reese isn't open or the safety dropped, but there are other
Yeah, okay.
options in
and now
here.
you
You
see
got
the safety
two
right here.
yards behind.
And that's the safety I was talking about
Yeah,
that coach
okay.
just circled. But yeah, so Reese actually, when I hand the ball off, Reese runs at that safety like he's going to block him. So the safety comes to hit him, and then Reese slips him and goes vertical.
Okay.
And that sets up our second touchdown.
This was nice by Nico.
And look at that slant route.
Yeah, they double.
like-
I was reading that nickel inside of Reese. The minute he doubled Reese, you could see the window. There's no one there.
Okay. I need to see what you said on the screen.
Okay. So there's 3 guys at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the middle one.
So number 12, I think, is it? Okay.
Whoever the middle one is, and you'll see.
Yeah.
If you can let it go a little longer. Right here, he's still looking at me. He's kind of looking at Reese now. And then on the minute the ball snaps, watch what he does. See how he turns to
Oh
Reese?
yeah, he
So right when
went
he did
outside,
that, I knew I was going to Nico. 'Cause now
okay.
it's one-on-one. The
Yeah.
backer on this downside has man. Look, no one there.
Okay.
That window.
Yeah.
It's a very easy throw.
Okay.
And again, a little
Little-
touchdown celebration.
is that Schlafen?
Schlafen. There you go. Und nun freut es mich ganz besonders, hier auch mal das zu zeigen, worüber wir die letzten 2 Wochen gesprochen haben und wir wirklich auch brutal kritisiert wurden. I'm just saying that we got a little, I wouldn't say bashed, but, those DBs were, criticized by a lot of people for being not the best athletes and not being the best imports. And I'm glad they proved everybody wrong on that weekend.
I thought they had a great game.
Oh, they absolutely had.
100%.
And but not, their pick was pretty nice, but we're gonna see it a little bit later, especially what Jay did in that game.
And I don't think people understand. Like if you look at the other team's stats, I think Zach only completed 3, 4, 5, 6 total passes to someone not the Sweet kid.
Yep.
So every other pass went to Sweet except for 6 passes.
Yeah.
So the DBs did a great job.
And just to say one thing, the chat is also saying that you need to come back because you can explain the plays very good.
Oh.
We're gonna have you.
I got a career in
show.
sports commentating here in the future.
Yeah.
Yep. And now Paris showed that they can play a little bit of football as well.
Mhm.
They moved the ball, and
What was the flag for?
the
Late
flag
hit.
was for a late hit, and you see it right. Okay, that's a good angle right here. He almost stepped out of bounds, and Josh was still on him, and then he kind of pushed him or pulled him outside the field, and there was a flag for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough for a defensive player because he never knows, am I out of bounds, am I not, and he wants to make a play. So
You can get good at, like, players have gotten good too, like, and I'm not saying that maybe I do or maybe I don't, but you can, like, kind of set up as a quarterback situations where
Yeah,
if the
of course.
defender can't really have it, like, they're going to throw a flag because it either looks that way or it is, but you can kind of set it up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that was done that way, but it is tougher. I wouldn't want to be a defensive player coming at a quarterback in today's age of football.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
It's brutal.
It's
Yeah.
pretty tough,
They had a
and on
Paris had
PIs
the-
as well. I
Oh,
think.
it's brutal. Like I said, just so I
They
wouldn't even
can
touch him.
dance.
Yep.
That was a tough one for us right there. Too easy.
But we came back pretty good.
It was a great run.
That was a great run. That was a great block by Leon
Yeah.
to get Fischbach a good running lane. And now,
My guy Lorenz.
and then you got Lawrence, and that's amazing. I mean, you practice 2 practices, and throwing a ball like this, with just he can't catch the ball. It's just a
That's
good
my
play.
guy. This is like bringing back old times. We've done that plenty of times in the past.
Yeah, I thought so. When I've seen the play on Saturday, I thought there's still chemistry.
For
that-
sure. Me and Lawrence, I tried to stay in touch with a good amount of the guys over the years too on the team
Okay.
that were playing when I was here.
Well, tough play here.
Yeah.
Came a little
What-
late.
It was a good play call. We call that obviously it was that a tight end throwback. Yeah, tight end throwback.
Yeah.
That's always a tough. We made a living on that in college, even in the States. We ran that play, something similar to that play, a lot, and it was successful way more times than it wasn't.
Okay. I think we are in. That was so good.
Nice play by
That
the
was
defense.
So
We had a
good.
couple of those plays, and
But
Meta did have a nice sack. I watched a couple times. Pretty amazing.
But from a let's just say from a fan perspective, the second quarter didn't go. Let's say didn't go as planned.
For sure.
We had them. We were dominating Paris, and
We
we
should have smoked them from there on out.
yeah. There were so many. I think 3 or 4 drives where we were in the red zone, but we couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
couldn't
we
get the touchdown.
we shot ourselves in the foot, is what I say. Self-inflicted mistakes. When I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, or sorry if I am, but I think we had 3 fumbles lost that game.
2 for sure.
2 for sure, maybe 3. But I know, I can tell you at least the NFL statistic is something to the fact if you win the turnover margin, you have it's like 80% chance of winning that football game.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep the ball off the ground because we fumbled. I fumbled on the one, or the center QB exchange. We fumbled on the one.
Yeah.
There's 7 points right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, anytime you turn the ball over, you don't know you're giving it away. There's an opportunity for points. We always say we need points every drive, and when you don't get points, it's not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just got to clean that up. That's all. I think that's going to come again. It'll be nice to have a full week of practice with the team and
So
everyone get comfortable. And
so the lack of real practice between you and the guys is.
I would say
the
that would be
main
part of it.
focus
Yeah,
point.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Then let's go and I thought we got
Yeah,
a
that
little
was-
lucky on
We
that
definitely got
nice
lucky.
catch.
But it's nice to have one go our way for once.
Definitely. Most of times it's against us,
Yes,
in my
sir.
opinion.
Yeah.
This time we're a little bit lucky because I thought
least
it
in the
was a
past.
little
Yeah, for
push
sure.
off. But, you know, sometimes we
happens.
need that luck as well.
This was a great route by
It
Nico.
was that was
Oh wait, this was the Reese one. Actually.
that's a Reese one.
So this
Question
play was
first.
funny, actually. No one will know this except the coaches, but so before, right when I got this play in the huddle, I looked up at the play clock before I even saw the play, and I read it, and I saw we were running out of time. So I honestly said the play, and then I said, just get lined up and run Potsdam. It was the only thing that came to my head. So I said Potsdam, and I just knew I was going to throw it to Reese
Oh, okay.
based on the look there.
Aired it out. Good speed by Reese and good hands, you know.
'Cause we had
He
never
always takes that ball so nicely.
his body
you know.
control, the way he's a very smart player. He's very good at stacking the corners. You
And
can
you
see it
know
on the catch later.
How he takes the ball by his highest point, you know.
Exactly.
It's pretty nice. And as soon as he catches the ball, he's turning his whole body so the defender has no chance
Yeah.
to deflect the ball or something like that, you know. So that's outstanding.
This is the Nico.
That's a Nico play. I mean, look at that tight window, you
That
know.
was a great route by him.
It's a first of all, it's a good ball, you know, but
Appreciate it.
but-
Dankeschön.
but look at that catch. I mean, it's a tough catch in that
It's a
tight
very hard
window.
catch. So he's going around that backer, and then we call it a bender, and then he bends hard off
Oh.
his back.
And now you can see how tight that window is, and in
did-
that
did you,
situation, the defender is in a pretty good position to make a play.
He played it great.
You know,
He did play it great.
and now nice catch, nice concentration. Now it's at least two defenders, you know, hitting him, and he's still, you know.
They made a good play,
Hauls it
but
in.
he made a better one. Nico made a better one.
And that's a good play by Paris.
Hey,
You
check
know.
out Liggins on the backside.
And
here.
now we have to talk about Jay Liggins.
He,
And you know what? Look at that now. He's in pass coverage right
where's he?
here.
Oh, up there.
Jumps the route here. And now look at the run.
This is called speed, ladies and gentlemen.
That
Now
is
he-
called speed recognition and saving a touchdown.
Yes, it is. Effort.
Look at that. Look at
That's
that.
it. And now he
Look at
starts.
that. Nice.
Atta boy. I love that. It gets me fired up. Now, we shouldn't be letting, not the big run part, but I love the effort. Because look what happens.
And
Look
there
what
goes
happens.
another one.
I love that.
Okay? And he proved everybody wrong who wrote down in
Not so nice.
that chat. So, gotta give him some love now.
Hell yeah.
He jumps that route
That's
perfectly.
That's
Good
great.
hands.
Great defense.
And look at
right
that
there.
return. I mean, get those extra yardage and celebrate.
Yeah, with the Snow Angels, baby. This catch.
Another day.
And this is
So what people don't understand here, if you watch Reese run his route, see how he's inside here?
Mm.
He's inside the corner right now, and he's got a go. He's running a go ball. You see how he expands back to the sideline hard right there after he passed them? He's heading back to the sideline.
Yeah.
That's a big time. You don't see that very often. That's taught, but it's hard to do because your eyes control your body. So he's looking in, but he's continuing to work to his left.
Okay. So
He's expanding away from the safety. If he stayed vertical, he gets smoked by the safety here.
And now look at the separation between Reese.
And it allows him to catch the ball the way he does, and it allows me to throw the ball in a position to protect himself.
Okay.
Because you'll see as he catches it, he turns his back to the
Oh
guy.
yeah. Okay. See that.
Rather than catching it forward and just accepting a hit to your chest. So he
That's
goes
just
inside and then re-expands right there.
And then look at the catch,
Like-
and outstanding.
Great body control.
But this, so this is also one of those plays when you say, okay, I need to trust my receivers, that they get the ball where I put it for them.
For sure. Yeah, exactly. And like obviously, as much as I need to trust the receivers also want to trust me. And in situations like that, I like to think how I threw that ball allowed Reese to protect himself.
Yeah.
So I hope that moving forward, then he can trust me more and more. Whereas if I throw that ball inside and he gets crushed by the safety, he's not going to be happy.
Okay, so
because I set him up to get smoked.
Okay, so you don't only look at the players that are right, let's say right in front of yourself, so up to the next 15 yards or something like that. So you try to also look down the field and understand the situation.
For sure.
down the
Like
field.
I always say, like, I don't know if you know that saying, remember the big picture, right? Like, remember the big picture of things. So like I always like saying a defense, when you do get more advanced and you get good at it, you're not looking at individual people as much as you kind of can just, my eyes kind of, you just see the field and then quickly you know where after the snap of the ball, you can see the empty space start to happen.
Yeah.
And based on empty space in the play, that's when I now know I'm reading my right side or I'm reading left or this is the progression here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when football gets, we call it chess, not checkers. You graduate from checkers to chess.
So, let's talk about the league standings. Let's talk about the conferences. And I think let's jump into the Eastern Conference. Vienna Vikings 3-0, I guess, like we expected.
Yeah.
In that conference. It's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be a battle between the Panthers and the Thunder for the second spot.
Yeah.
100%.
Which might be the playoff spot. Leipzig,
Prague.
the Lions, and the Thrones on the bottom. I think they're going to stay there
It's not
for the rest of the season. The Western Conference, our conference, Ryan Fire 4-0. I mean, yeah, they're pretty outstanding right now.
And I watched them,
You know?
that first game y'all played against them. I was watching that one. That was a tough one.
That was a tough one, but still, I mean, we got way to improve, and I think we're able to improve. So the last, in my opinion, the last regular season game, it's going to be the title game for our Western Conference.
Is that the last one?
That's the last one.
That's big time.
Week 12
So
in
in
our
our
house.
conference.
So
This time, all right.
I think the only other franchise we have to look out for is Hamburg in our conference.
Hamburg for sure. I mean, we have to play them twice, and they're a pretty good and well-coached football team, you know. And still, Paris is on the map. I mean, being a new franchise, being a new team, as long as the season goes, I'm sure they will, you know, be a much better football team towards the end of the season.
Yeah, of course.
And don't sleep on Cologne. I mean,
They're coming here this week.
they're coming to Frankfurt, and I'm sure they're not coming and, you know, giving it away.
No.
So, yeah, let's talk in a couple minutes about that game. Central Conference, and I think it's going to be the closest conference because we got Stuttgart, we got the Raiders, we got Munich,
Oh yeah.
and sometimes on a good day it's Barcelona, you know.
Yeah, that was weird because even I know Barcelona had a good year last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then like they kind of, is that what they're kind of struggling a little bit this year right now, right?
They had a
2-2.
good start with 2-0, and I think they lost the last
to
two.
Munich
Yep.
and who was it?
They lost to Munich, and they lost to I think it was Stuttgart.
I think, yeah, you're right.
Who?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yeah,
Stuttgart.
I think so too. Yeah,
And
Stuttgart?
let's see.
they had. Wait a minute. Stuttgart had three games.
They beat
last
Tirol.
week,
They beat
Tirol, Milano. Was the first?
Paris. No,
Paris.
they
Oh,
haven't
What-
played Barcelona
It was
yet.
Paris.
It
Yeah,
was
that
Paris.
was the
yeah.
film. That's right.
At
Yeah.
Paris. There you go. Yep. So yeah, they have Barcelona to play, and they have to play Paris again later in that season. So yeah, we'll see. Oops, what have I done? Now, oops. Let's see week 5, and let's start with our picks for the next week. And as a guest, you gotta pick first.
Uh-oh.
Let's jump into Helvetic Guards at Rheinfire. I think that's the easy one.
Rheinfire, done. Locked it.
Yep. Charlie.
I go with Steve. I mean, why shouldn't?
Do something crazy.
You guys keep records? Like,
No.
you gotta keep a record for your
No,
guesses.
I won't, you know, that would be,
No.
no. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. A closer game, Hamburg at Paris.
Hamburg
gonna
at
be-
Paris?
At
Yes.
Paris.
I'm going Paris. Well, it depends on Zach, though.
I have no clue.
Zach, Paris, no Zach, Hamburg. I don't know if that's allowed, but that's my choice.
I go with Paris.
Like it.
Just guts.
I'm with you there.
Against Hamburg.
Hannah?
I would have said Hamburg,
Charlie?
honestly.
I think Hamburg will make it, but I actually hope that Paris will win it.
We'll see. Berlin Thunder at Leipzig.
Leipzig.
Another tough one, depending on the injury situation. But I'll take Berlin.
I go with Berlin.
Oh yeah,
too.
they lost their quarterback. But I think the defense is better.
Defense was good, and the German was actually he played well.
He looked pretty
He
good.
played
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah, go with Berlin too.
Hannah?
I think I'm going to go with Berlin.
So we're clear on that. Interesting game at Munich. Stuttgart at Munich.
Munich keeps the ball rolling.
You go with Munich?
Really?
I'm gonna roll the dice here.
To be honest, I would love to go with Munich, but no, I go with Stuttgart.
Fair.
I go with Stuttgart. I think the Schwäbisch Hall search is, you know.
Oh, I heard about that.
Ooh.
That's where they
I mean, basically, we got to be honest with that. I mean,
It's-
we
it's-
changed from Frankfurt Universe to Frankfurt Galaxy with a whole player and coaching staff.
Yeah.
So we are not in the position to make fun of it, but, you know, they switched from Schwäbisch Hall to Stuttgart as well,
Yeah, but
which is fair.
with all
Yeah,
the talk on the
100%.
back, I don't know. We had that, but yeah, they're a good team.
They're a good team. They're
What-
well coached, you know.
Yeah,
You could tell they're
Co-
good, yeah.
They're
no,
good
100%.
coached.
Staff is very
and,
good.
Their defense is good.
I
go
like
with
their fan
Stuttgart.
base, so I have to go with Surge.
Hannah,
I think Surge. They've been strong
Mm-hmm.
this far in the season.
Milano at
Oh,
Innsbruck. That's an easy one.
Innsbruck.
Innsbruck.
Yeah.
But they lost Sandro Platzkummer
I did see that. That's
Yeah, but-
Did
to
they?
an ACL
get
injury.
healthy.
To an
Wow.
ACL.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's out, and I hate to see
Oh, that's
a
no.
player going down, and you know, especially with such an talented guy who brings that NFL experience
Yeah.
100%.
over. You know,
The leader of the team. It's never easy for a leader of the team to go
Absolutely.
down with a season-ending injury.
And his words were that they changed the league or went to the ELF because he wanted to have more playtime, and now to have a ACL.
That was the reason.
Yeah, this is
never
what
really
this is
looked
this is
into it.
what he said in one of those I don't know.
Interviews or
Interviews,
something.
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because he was back in my neck of the woods, the New York Giants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never played an active game,
No.
but he practiced with, I think, 3 years now with those
I
guys.
know he's
he
been
was
there
on,
for a while.
Yeah. He and he showed he could play during preseason.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
he had a couple good runs there. So yeah, it's tough for those guys, and especially tough for him. And you know, I always hate when a player goes down, especially with such injury. So get well soon. But I go with Innsbruck
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And then
What's
Is it
that?
the-
Prague Lions.
They play. What? Wait a minute. Didn't they? Didn't Vikings? And
No, they played in Thronus. They switched.
Oh, really? Oh, I see what you're saying from last week.
Yeah, from last week.
So I'll go I'm going Panthers for sure.
Panthers for sure. Yeah, that's an easy one I think too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
And then the next one too.
And the next
Vienna
one
next.
is-
Yes.
Easy as
Yeah,
well.
easy as well.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
ugly.
It's a tough one. Yeah.
That's gonna be ugly. Let's see. Let's.
But the
Come
games
to-
still have to be played.
Yep, that is right. But
So-
let's talk about the most important game, Cologne Centurions at our house.
What do you got for that one?
I don't think we have to
Nope.
talk about that. I'm pretty sure we know how to take care of business. But still, we have to play those guys, and like I said, they ain't coming and laying down for us.
No, they just had a tough loss. I know, as a player, a tough loss like that, especially a shutout loss, you're gonna come in hungry, and it's another good team, another good opportunity for them to prove. It's early in the season to prove who they are, who they want to be, and I know they just they have a new quarterback from California that
They
came
do
out.
have, yep.
Yeah, so I know, obviously, similar situation, but it'll be nice to he's gonna have a full week now to practice and
Yep.
get ready for us. So we got to make sure we bring our A game.
And they do have, in my opinion, one of the best linebackers in the league.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yes. He's been around for a while, right?
He played in Turkey last year.
Oh, really?
He played with the Istanbul Rams last year, and he's talented.
Zach Blair, right?
Zach Blair, right? Yep, and he showed he's a pretty damn good football player.
If he causes issues, we'll just have to sling the seed around the field around him. Don't let him make any tackles.
Hanna, ich glaube, jetzt haben wir über alle die Spiele gesprochen
Ja.
und haben so ein bisschen den Chat vernachlässigt. Was gibt es denn noch für Fragen für die Woche?
Ja, und zwar. So, a couple of fans have been asking if and how they can get a jersey with your number, well, your jersey, at the end of the season or now, well, more likely at the end of the season. But if that is going to be something that will be for sale, I don't think anyone has the right answer for that right now.
I have no answer for you.
But we can
Forward.
bring that to the office.
Yeah.
So we gotta hurry up to bring out a Steve Cluley jersey.
Really hurry up, yeah.
Gotta send a box to New Jersey.
And then there was someone asking if we could get an explaining offense plays with Steve as a.
A little sideshow.
What do
would
you
love to.
do Monday nights?
See-
Like we're here
See,
every
my
Monday.
problem is I could talk football all day, 24/7, 7 days a week. You would get annoyed of me.
Maybe we should keep that in mind for the rest of the season. No,
I'm not opposed to it.
yeah, great. And then there was another question: is there any info on Zach? He looked quite unwell on the bench.
On who? Oh, Zach,
I have no
the other
idea.
quarterback. I think it's the other quarterback, Zach Edwards.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to disclose anything because that's like medical information, but I mean, I think he got dinged up a little bit. Nothing, I don't think it was anything like major, but he's going to be dealing with some stuff for a couple weeks, I think. Hopefully nothing major.
Yeah, that was it pretty much from the chat.
That's pretty much
for
it?
tonight, yes.
Yeah,
All right, let's.
The only things that are still open are one of, ich mache es kurz mal auf Deutsch. Weil, ja, schlussendlich ist es Werbung für die Fans. Das heißt, einmal auf jeden Fall nochmal den Kids Club erwähnen, dass wir den wieder haben werden.
Definitiv. Ach, stimmt, wir wollten kurz über das Spiel jetzt noch sprechen, was es sonst für
Ja.
Dinge rundum gibt.
Genau.
Weißt du es? Willst du es announcen?
Nee,
Also
weil
soll
ich es
machen?
nicht weiß. Weil du hast den,
Also,
du hast den Call gemacht mit Lukas.
Okay, dann weiß ich nur, am Samstag wird alles so ein bisschen um den 4th of July sich drum handeln.
Ja.
Oh mein Gott.
sich drum handeln.
Sich drum
Ja, versuch's
handeln,
doch lieber auf
Entschuldigung.
Crazy, it's July already.
Yeah, it's almost that time of the year again.
Like, whoa.
Ja, da wird sich drum handeln. Das heißt, wir werden dementsprechend jemanden da haben, der die Nationalhymne der Vereinigten Staaten performen wird. Wir werden jemanden da haben, der den Cointoss macht. Und das wird Mike Josef sein, der amtierende Oberbürgermeister der Stadt Frankfurt, der ehemalige Sportdezernent, der mit uns damals die erste Trophäe, die wir nach Hause gebracht haben, gefeiert hat, der uns es ermöglicht hat, auf den Römer Balkon zu kommen, mit dem wir uns ins Goldene Buch eintragen durften und der mittlerweile, ja, wie ich eben gerade gesagt habe, Oberbürgermeister ist. Der wird den Cointoss machen und es wird wieder eine Liveband geben auf der Power Party und ich weiß
Alles
gar nicht.
Ein bisschen, ja, einfach dann auch, war da nicht irgendwas mit den Flaggen?
Was?
Color Grade, nicht Grading, Color Guards?
Die Color Guards der Marines, glaube ich, werden die Flaggen der USA und unsere, glaube ich, auch präsentieren. Was
Bundeswehr
Verrücktes,
ist
Hannah
auch-
ist mal wieder nicht da.
Die Bundeswehr ist damit am Start.
Die Bundeswehr wird da sein
Auch
als Partner der Frankfurt Galaxy und es wird wieder ganz, ganz viele Stände auf der Power Party geben. Da würde ich euch aber bitten, die Instagram-Posts und
Genau.
Social Media einfach aufmerksam zu verfolgen, weil da wird es peu à peu in Häppchen weitere Informationen geben.
Genau.
Ja, so wird es sein. Und für die Leute, die nicht im Stadion sein können, nochmal die Information, Pro7 Max wird das Spiel live zeigen. Das heißt auch auf allen euren mobilen Endgeräten auch sichtbar und zum Schauen und das kostenfrei, also nichts mit Game Pass. Von daher werdet ihr nichts verpassen. Ich bin mir sicher, dass die Jets nicht über das Stadion fliegen werden, nein. Und die Feuerwehr wird diesmal hoffentlich auch nicht kommen. Wobei ich auch gehört habe, also es hat ja nicht gebrannt, sondern irgendwie ist irgendwie die Brandmeldeanlage angegangen.
Ja.
Aber manche Leute fanden es dann trotzdem wiederum gut, weil sie haben eine kostenfreie Führung übers Feld bekommen,
Ach so, ja.
als sie das Stadion verlassen mussten. Also von daher super, dass nichts passiert ist, aber dem konnte man vielleicht ein bisschen was Positives abgewinnen.
Gut.
Von daher, ja. Also, nochmal kurz das kleine Anekdote. Ich hatte ja letzte Woche versprochen, ich verschenke ein T-Shirt
Ja.
und gehe auf die Powerparty. Ich bin aber gar nicht auf die Powerparty gekommen, weil ich bin letztendlich aus der Kabine raus und da stand sofort jemand da, der mich, Purple Lounge? Ja, okay, hier hast du das T-Shirt, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Und ich bin einfach wieder zurückgegangen. Also es hat keine 20 Sekunden gedauert und da war ich das T-Shirt schon los. Hat mich super gefreut, dass die Show wirklich verfolgt wurde.
Ja.
Das
Lustig.
T-Shirt hoffentlich macht jetzt Spaß und wird auch hoffentlich getragen. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, thank you very much, Steve, for showing up
For sure,
and being a part of the show.
And I think we'll have you here at least another time because they are demanding that you explain the plays and what you are looking
For sure.
if you are standing on the field.
I would love to come back, but yeah, in general, just thanks for having me, and it's nice to be back with the Purple Hell, to be honest with you.
So we're going to see you on the weekend. Till then, everybody takes care. We're going to be back next Monday,
Yeah.
8 o'clock. same time, same site
place.
on Twitch.
Get that stadium like it was this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Even better.
And don't forget, if you missed that show, you can rewatch it on Twitch and you can rewatch it on YouTube
And also
on
listen on.
Spotify
Yeah.
as a podcast.
Oh,
So
really?
follow us,
Yeah.
give
We-
us thumbs up, and
we do it all.
Yeah, we are podcasters right now.
yeah,
See, I told you, it's big
So
time.
don't breathe too loud.
we
Hey.
see you guys.
Oh, really?
Enjoy your night, and I'll see you on Saturday at the stadium. Take care. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.